Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by the Detroit Lions on the Prowl and the Belly Up Sports Network. Today, we have three potential cap casualties that the Lions may be interested in. So we're going to get into that today. And Curt, what else do we got for today?
Hey, today we're going to get into the Detroit Lions news and rumors and the question of the day. And you got to get the dessert with your man, Curt.
Yes.
But, as always, what you need to do. Subscribe to the channel. Join the family. We don't have fans. We don't have viewers. We got family people. And join the family. And that helps us get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself. Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let's go. Hey, welcome back to the show, people. It is time to get into these three free agent cap casualties that are possibilities for the Lions coming up. Jim, who do you have first?
I have Golden Tate. I mean, everybody remembers Golden Tate here and his yak and his, I don't know. I miss him just a little bit because of the fact that we haven't had somebody like that. But anyway, could Golden Tate come back to the Lions? He's not the same Golden Tate that he used to be. Had an awful season last year, and he'll be cut any day now for $6.1 million in savings for his current team, the New York Giants. Tate only had 35 receptions for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns, and maybe a familiar change of scenery can do him well, and the Lions some good as well. We do need receivers. If we can get him for cheap, it might be a really good slot receiver to replace Danny Amendola.
Yeah. Next we have Preston Smith. Now, you know who this guy is. He has been wreaking havoc in the NFC North backfields for the last few years. A big need is the edge rusher. Is the big need for the Lions. Knows the NFC North, can provide instant help for an anemic defense. He was a stellar defensive end for the Packers in 2019, getting 12 sacks, but dropped off a bit with only 4 in 2020. If Green Bay wants to get Aaron Rodgers some more weapons or sign J.J. Watt, they'll have to clear some cap space. So Smith would save them about $8 million for the upcoming season.
And he would be amazing for us. I like him a lot.
Beast. I really like Preston Smith.
This next guy, man, I tell you what, it's plug and play, man. Plug and play.
Yeah.
Trey Turner, a guard from the LA Chargers. See how old I am? The Lions should be looking to solidify the offensive line. The left side looks good with Frank Ragnow. We got Jonah Jackson. We got Taylor Decker. But the right side, we got Big V and then whoever else is going to come to the party. Pretty much. If the Lions want to run the ball and protect Jared Goff, because they're going to have to do that, the O-line should be a priority. Now, Trey Turner is a plug-and-play guard after making 5 straight full bowls. Count them, 5 straight Pro Bowls with the Panthers. Turner missed most of the 2020 season due to an injury, and cutting him now would save them $11.5 million without any dead cap money. But the thing about him, though, is we could probably get him for cheap on a prove-it deal. Plug him right in at the guard position. You got Big V at the tackle. I would draft a tackle, and then I would see if Big V can beat him. I want to make Big V earn his contract. I really do, because I don't think he showed me much of anything last year, and it could have been because of that foot injury, but still.
Yeah, definitely. All right, it's time for the Wall of Fame. Jim, who you got?
Oh, we got a new guy on the Wall of Fame today, and that's Midwest Lions, and we really appreciate that. That was amazing. That was amazing. We got Detroit Drew, we got Dr. Detroit, and we got Nomus J are all on the Wall of Fame for today, and you can make the Wall of Fame if you want to join now. Just join the membership community. You get all the emojis that you see on the premieres and a bunch of other good stuff. It's all right there. You just hit that join now button to find out more information about that.
All right, now it's time to get us some Detroit Lions news and rumors. Jim, what you got first?
Detroit Lions may have bigger plans for TJ Hockeson. Surprise, surprise. Fresh off a Pro Bowl season, both Lynn and head coach Dan Campbell have an affinity for a strong rushing attack. And Campbell has said that the Lions offense will be built on the ability to create mismatches with personnel. Who better than TJ Hockeson. He creates a mismatch every time he's on the field, as far as I'm concerned. Hockeson, who was 4th in the NFL in receptions by a tight end last season, should help in both regards. He played more offensive snap than every returning Lion, but the offensive lineman, Taylor Decker, Frank Ragnow, and Jonah Jackson last season. Of course, you don't know who the other guys are, so you know. He is a willing blocker in the run game and was selected for his first Pro Bowl largely because of his acumen as a pass catcher. Hockeson, who finished second on the team, was 67, second on the team. Think about that. 67 catches, 723 yards, 6 touchdowns. Likely will be the Lions' leading returning receiver in 2021, unless Galladay, as we think, is going to be franchised. What do you think about this?
Man, it is awesome. I think he was underutilized, like we said before. I'm liking the workouts, though. Have you seen his workouts on social media?
Insane.
Man, with him out there with Kittle, man, they are killing it right now. He's going to come back even more ready to prove himself worthy of that Pro Bowl coming up this next season. I'm predicting a all-pro season.
He is a hard worker. That's one thing you got to know about TJ Hockeson, man. He wants it. He's a Dan Campbell guy. If you look at
he is a Dan Campbell.
Campbell.
Speaking of Dan Campbell, the Lions coach Dan Campbell doesn't care who thinks he's a meathead. Wow, I love this story. All right, Dan Campbell has seen what they're saying about him after that press conference the other week. He heard it all. He knows some people, especially people outside of Detroit, just thinks he's a meathead. He's like, he doesn't mind. I said this to Chris Spielman the other day. I was like, I love the fact that we're only known as meatheads. The Detroit Lions coach said to Michigan Live in a recent interview, "I'm a meathead. Okay, now, I have a limited brain capacity. I like that people think that. I'm good with that. You know what I mean? I have zero problem with it."
You know what? Every time this guy opens his mouth, it's amazing stuff. We're going to have so much fun with him this year.
Definitely.
It's going to make up for most of the losing that we do this year, but I'm telling you, it is going to be so much fun having him as those press conferences. I'm going to be watching every single one.
Right. Definitely.
Hey, Adrain Peterson says Tom Brady, Drew Brees motivated him to play into his 40s.
Okay.
Adrain Peterson is nowhere near calling it quits in the NFL. The free agent who turns 36 in March already said he plans to play until he is 40, even though success after 40. I'm like, dang, man. Even though success after 35 is less common at his position for motivation, all he has to do is take a look around the league. He told Shannon Sharp that Brady 43, Brees 42 are sources of inspiration when it comes to considering how long it will be before he hangs up the cleats. Peterson was the Lions' top rusher in 2020. Now it's kind of sad in a way.
Yeah.
He had 604 yards, 7 touchdowns through 16 games. Peterson, who is 3,535 yards away from Emmitt Smith's all-time record and 18,355 yards, has dreams of becoming that's his all-time record, has dreams of becoming NFL's all-time leading rusher. I think he can do it.
Yeah, I think he could do it. But
more years.
The only caveat I have to that is that playing running back is different than playing quarterback. And it doesn't take as much athleticism to play quarterback as far as running and those and the things it is to play running back. So it's a little bit different playing running back than it is quarterback. But I think he could do it.
Yeah, I think he could do it too. Hey, what do you got next for the Stafford haters?
All right, last but not least, the Lions have lost their most player value this offseason so far. Giving up longtime franchise quarterback Matthew Stafford was bound to have a negative short-term impact on the Detroit Lions. That's part of the plan of rebuilding project engineered by new general manager Brad Holmes and his staff. Now, so far this offseason, no team has cost itself more impact on the win column than the Lions, having agreed to trade Stafford to the Rams for quarterback Jared Goff. The draft compensation coming to Detroit in the deal doesn't yet factor into Pro Football Focus win above replacement evaluation on the on-field product. The Rams' top list is on the top list of the most improved of the war edition.
How could that happen?
Yeah, winning above replacement among the entirely in the form of Matthew Stafford taking over for Jared Goff and Sean McVay's offense. The Lions are at the other end, so basically they're at the top and we're at the bottom of win of above replacement. It will be interesting to revisit the war additions, subtractions once free agency begins in a couple of weeks on March 17th. Hopefully, the Lions have some positive additions to offset the massive loss of Stafford as a free agent and the free agent wide receivers who are expected to leave as well.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose Kenny Galladay, you're gonna lose Amendola, you're just gonna lose a lot of people.
Yeah. For all those people who wanted Stafford gone, you got your wish.
Hey, it's time for these comment cards. Jim, you up first.
Hey, I got Midwest Lion, who is a brand new member of our membership community. We really appreciate you. Right tackle is definitely a need because the guys have slated Big V as better at guard. Draft a guy to be our right tackle, move Big V to the inside. I would move Big V right out the building if it was me, but it could be an injury. I want to see his second year because his first year was pathetic. His second year, we'll see. I mean, it could be that it's just a foot problem and he's not real mobile in the first place. He might still be able to play right tackle. You just got to get that foot healed up and see what he can do.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Leonard McCullough Vlog says, here is the analysis is Sewell. He received Heisman votes in 2019 as a lineman. That's unheard of. After him, it drops, and 7 seems to be reaching for most of these other guys. But we will get more clarity as the pro days happen.
I agree, but if Sewell drops, it's a no-brainer.
I don't think there's no way in hell that Sewell drops.
I don't think so either. I don't agree. I don't think that's going to happen. He's going to go either 2 or 3. The Jets, if they want to stick with their quarterback, then they'll take him. If not, definitely. Then he's gone by 5. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's gone by 5.
Big Wes Kivinen. God, I hope I'm doing that right. Please let me know in the comments how to pronounce that correctly because I'm sick of butchering it. If Sewell doesn't fall to us, I would not draft an O-line with early picks. Change my YouTube name so you guys could say it. Well, that didn't work. Anyway, no. I agree with you. At 7, it's going to be really hard to pick an offensive lineman. I think that they are ranked lower than that, but I go with best player available. And if it is wide receiver right there, I take the wide receiver. You got to start building talent on this team. And whatever the best player is at that position, if you can't trade back, you take that guy. That's what I think.
Definitely. A.J. Thomas. I think one more good lineman would solidify the line and run game. Slater is the first, or Leatherwood in the second would be nice.
Yeah, Slater is a good, but I would have to go back for him. I don't think he's 7 material.
Yeah, Slater's he's a little light too, so he needs to put some weight on too.
Well, thank you for the phenomenal AJ Thomas.
Yeah, AJ Thomas.
Here we go. Here's one of my favorite things today. Bubba Boo says, Bubba Bo, did I do it right? Listening to the show today on my new Skull Candy headphones, and they just came in. So glad you got those. I'm glad you're happy with them, and we appreciate you using the link to get those. It does help the show, so we really appreciate you for doing that. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. All right. MBG238 says you never regret drafting speed. Well, you can.
I am not sure about that. I am not sure. Yeah, we were the same. We did not talk about this before.
We drafted Javid Best.
No, Javid Best was amazing, and if Javid Best didn't have the concussion,
but
if he didn't have that concussion,
he had concussions in college, so as well.
He did. But I was thinking of Tavon Austin.
Tavon Austin, yeah.
You remember how fast he was and how many people wanted him, and he came out and he just couldn't catch. He just I don't know what it was. He just wasn't that good.
What's the other guy? Oh, he had all the legal issues. Oh my goodness. He played with Calvin Johnson. He could fly. but he wasn't mentally there.
Oh. You guys know this guy too. He said he was
Uh,
better than Calvin Johnson. He robbed people or something and went to
yeah,
jail.
it was crazy.
Oh, I don't remember the guy's name. I just don't.
It was amazing. I mean, but he was, and I don't say he definitely wasn't better than Calvin Johnson, but he was one of those guys he was so. Oh, Titus Young. That's his name, Young.
Oh,
he was blazing. He was blazing, and the guy was fast,
and he was good.
He was
good,
nuts.
But
he just couldn't get it together, and that drafting that speed was regrettable.
Yeah, but we do need speed. I do agree with him on that.
I hear you, MBG 238. We do need some speed.
But we need speed that can catch. We need speed that can tackle. We've had speed that can run right by people. All right.
Yeah, you have that already. You can't teach speed, but you can teach the other fundamentals.
That's a good point.
Definitely.
That's a good point. Definitely. All right, now we go to the question of the day. Do any of these players make sense for the Lions? We're talking about the 3 potential cap casualties that the Lions may be interested. Or do you have another player that we may not have mentioned today? We only mentioned 3, so there might be some more out there. We might be able to bring that up for another show at some point. But reminder, tomorrow, Jeremy Reisman joins us. The Stash himself joins us for an entire show on your Detroit Lions on the Prowl, brought to you by the Belly Up Sports Network. And we'll be with Jeremy tomorrow morning. Just want to make sure you knew that. And now it's time for my favorite part of the show, the dessert with Curt.
All right, speaking of Jeremy Reisman of PrideOfDetroit.com, we want to wish a special congratulations in our dessert segment for one friend of the show and former editor over at Lions Wire, who is now the new managing editor over at Pride of Detroit, Eric Schlitt. Congratulations, my man, for making that move over to Pride of Detroit. Just seems kind of natural. If you ever know about Eric Schlitt and Jeremy Reisman, they just work so seamlessly together, and it just makes sense. But they're both friends of the show, and congratulations to Eric Schlitt for his move over to Pride of Detroit.
Yeah, and also congratulations to Jeremy Reisman on this too. They had one credentialed person over there. Now they have 2.
Now they got 2.
That really helps because then you can get in the locker room and in the press conferences rather than just being one or the other, because you had one guy that could be there. So it's a really good thing for both. Eric's an amazing writer, and he's going to be the head editor took Jeremy's position, but Jeremy went into a new position and is not planning on leaving. They're planning on working side by side, and it's going to be amazing. I think Pride of Detroit is one of my favorite websites in the entire world. Definitely. And it's going to get just that much better with Eric Schlitt coming on. He's an amazing person too. If you ever get to meet him, he's an amazing person too.
Good guy. All right, you know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. You're home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And as always, join the family, subscribe to the channel. You know what we say. We don't have viewers. We don't have fans. We got family. And join the family. Hey, comment on the video. Like the video. Share the video. Answer the question of the day. All of these things help us get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself. And be like Bubble Bo. Get yourself some Skull Candy headphones on the link in the description. Hey, we appreciate that. A little bit of that money from that sale goes to help us grow this show. And as always, you can check us out over at bellyupsports.com. Hey, checking them out over there. They have a ton of podcasts and some hard-hitting journalistic articles over there for some talented writers. Now, we're almost there. You look at the calendar, it's February 23rd. That means free agency is just around the corner, and the league year is about to start. We got some good content coming up for you. So, but you know what you got to do. Whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, all out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my man Jim, right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.